y'all, and thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to do something totally different. Normally when I do any type of videos, it's always about makeup and things like that. Well, today it is going to be something totally different, totally out of my character, and something I have never done before. I've been thinking about it for the past maybe week, 2 weeks and a half or so. But today, July 19th, it is right at, let me show you, that's my son, 6:01. And actually, 20 years ago, July 19th, 1997, at 6 o'clock this time, I was marrying my husband, Zachary Foster. So today is our 20th anniversary. I know time flies when you are having so much fun. So I just want to talk about 4 things that I have learned since I've been married to this wonderful man for the last 20 years. Now, I've learned way more than 4 things, but I'm going to hit the 4 things that I think that are the most important, and it'll help you or help anybody that might watch this video to a great start in their relationship. So the very first thing that I learned, and what I think that makes our marriage great, is that we were in a good place when we first started dating, meaning that I didn't have a lot of baggage and he didn't have a lot of baggage. And there's nothing wrong with baggage, don't get me wrong. But I was ready to date and he was ready to date. And it's more than just wanting to be ready to date, but you have to be ready to date, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that was that I wasn't hung up on a past guy. I wasn't dealing with baby daddy drama. I wasn't trying to make him the rebound guy from a last relationship. I was in a good place within myself, meaning that I understood what I was worth. I understood that I wanted a relationship, and I also liked me. More importantly, I loved me. So I think those are some good things to start a relationship with. You always start, and I tell people always, all the time, you start like you want to finish. The next thing that I learned within these past 20 years is that you have to know your role according to the Word of God. Not what's on Instagram, not what's on Facebook, not what you see on reality television or anything like that in magazines and books. You have to know your role, meaning the man, the husband, is the head of the household. And with all of that being said, is that make sure that when you are picking a mate, he understands his role, and make sure he has a vision. As a woman, your goal is to be that helpmate, meaning that I watch a lot of sports, and it's like a Michael Jordan and a Scottie Pippen. You can't have one without the other. So you really need to understand your role as the man, as the husband, and as the woman, and as the wife. The next thing that I learned, number 3, was balance. Oh my God, balance is something that is so hard to do, because now you are balancing this relationship. If you have children, you're balancing your children, you're balancing your job, running a home. Also, you are balancing your outside relationships, meaning your relationships with your friends and with your mom and your dad. And you got to figure out how you're going to spend time with all these people and spend quality time. So one thing as a woman, a lot of times once we start to have kids, we make our children our world. But your husband is to come first. You need to make sure that he is taken care of, as well as your children. And men also, you need to understand that when a woman first starts to have kids, it's hard for her to make sure that she spends time with the kids and spend times with you. So kind of give her a little leeway at the beginning. But as a woman, you need to understand, sometimes it's time for you to pack up them bags and send them kids to their grandma and them house, honey. Yes. Get them on out the house so you can spend time with your husband. Remember, you wanted to get married. You want to stay married, don't you? So yeah, make sure that you find the time to spend that quality time with your husband. And here is number 4. Number 4 is a very, very big one, and I'm learning that even to this day. Actually, to this day, I'm still learning that you have to agree to disagree, and it's okay. You're not going to always agree on the same thing. The Bible states that you become one when you become married, but you still have your own mind, you still have your own wills and your desires, and it is okay to agree to disagree. It is what it is. And when you get to the point and you realize, okay, I see that we're not going to maybe agree on this particular item or this particular thing or whatever it may be, just go ahead and just say, hey, we need to agree to disagree. I really hope that this blessed someone, and I must say this has been the best 20 years of my life. Every time I look at my wedding pictures, I have some wedding pictures of us in my office as well. He has some pictures of us in his office of our wedding day, and every time I look at those pictures, I still smile 20 years later. He is the best husband that any woman can ever want. We grow up listening to fairy tales, and you grow up, especially women, to Cinderella and how she finds her prince and then he gives her the shoe and they live happily ever after. Well, I must say I am Cinderella, because I have been living the dream, the best dream, for the last 20 years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much, Zach, for being my prince. You guys be blessed and y'all have a nice day. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and share. Bye, guys.